Hello, and you're listening to the Tiny Vet Podcast with myself, Dr. Nicole Sue, veterinarian, and my partner,
comedian Jez Watts. This is an introduction I'm reusing, but that you, the listener, have not heard, as we accidentally recorded the same topic twice and had to scrap the recording. I used to think Nicole was only a freak from being a veterinarian, but then we had dinner with a bunch of other veterinarians, and they informed me that Nicole is the only one of them who has tested the full complement of their animal medications. And I'm so happy to be marrying this tiny piece of insanity. Please support us on the Patreon so we can get her stomach pumped.
It's actually very interesting.
Yeah. Well, you thought that, that was never going to be heard by the public. But you scrapped the episode. Maybe you did deliberately. But no, now everybody knows that you're trying rabbit meds and guinea pig meds and dog meds and cat meds. What's the most delicious medication that you've had?
I wouldn't say any of them are particularly delicious.
Well, why do you keep eating them?
Well, because I want to know. Because there's some that are universally hated.
Oh, by the animals?
By the animal, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, I wonder why. Oh, it's because it's horrible. And there's some, so dog parasite prevention is flavored.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And it smells...
I've had some dog meds that you've given me.
Yeah, you had
beef flavored.
Yeah, you had the antibiotics, yeah. But the parasite prevention, it smells very meaty.
Yes.
But there are some dogs that owners will report, let's say, after, a few months or whatever, they go off it. So I was like, I wonder why. I'll try one. And the initial taste is fine, but then it devolves into a fairly bitter aftertaste.
Yeah,
so I'm like, that's why, because they've learned.
Yeah.
See, it's valuable information. Now I know. How else are you going to know?
Well, speaking of other valuable information, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about reptile keeping.
Reptile keeping!
Yes.
Oh, this is what you would like to keep. You want snakes?
I do want snakes.
I know. You want snakes.
And
you want all kinds of reptiles.
Well, and snakes are actually...
all kinds of animals.
They're great.
Yes.
Well, snakes are also actually a fairly good beginner reptile or a fairly easy reptile in the grand scheme of reptiles to keep.
Oh, yeah, because sometimes they're real tricky, right? Like they have
some of them are real, and
sort of environmental needs.
Yeah, and look, there's definitely some species of snakes. So our green tree pythons, which are an Australian species, they are notoriously finicky to keep.
Okay.
So environment, so their temperature has to be just right, humidity has to be just right, furniture has to be just right.
Do they need UV lighting and stuff?
Yes,
yeah,
they do. But pretty much, I would say that's a blanket thing for all reptiles.
Okay.
So, it doesn't really make a difference. Snake, they all need UV, but some have higher requirements for UV than others. So, bearded dragons, which are commonly spoken of as, a beginner reptile.
Yeah, I'm really jealous of those dragons because I can't grow a beard.
Oh, their beard's really cute as well, because when they're mad, they puff them up.
Oh, that's cute.
I know, you're like, oh, look at you, so angry. But they're not a good beginner reptile because they're actually quite finicky. They've got very high UV light requirements. They've got very high calcium requirements compared to some other reptiles.
Do they? I assume they live in a terrarium. Is that right? Like a big glass box that
pretty
you
much
keep certain environmental conditions in.
Yeah, and glass is good because it's a very good insulator.
Okay.
So what I find coming into winter, a lot of aquariums, or especially ones that are made of maybe plexiglass or plastic or something like that. They can sometimes struggle to maintain temperature. We get pretty cold winters here in Victoria.
Yep.
So sometimes they have to be insulated. But yeah, snakes are actually, I think, probably one of the easiest types of reptiles to keep.
Yeah.
Because their diet's super easy.
Live mice?
Dead mice.
Dead mice. Oh, you don't want them fighting?
Yes. So it's...
Don't they get bored if they can't fight the mice?
No.
Don't they want to hunt
No, they're
live?
very simple animals.
They just want to eat.
Yeah, they're very, very simple animals.
Okay, cool.
Which is another reason why they're easy to keep, because they don't need as much.
Yeah, okay.
As opposed to something that, moves around a bit more.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
because they're a very wait and see kind of predator. So they sit there. They don't really pursue their prey.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good to know. All right.
So they're
Dead
fairly
mice.
simple. And as long as
Same as owls we've had.
Yes.
Yes,
mice.
Yes, you want a freezer full of mice eyeballs looking at you, then
Well, that's
get a snake.
That's where I got the mice. Were there for snake feeding.
Yeah. Okay.
So live feeding is illegal here in Australia, which is the right thing to do.
Okay.
To not have it legal.
Yep.
It is legal in, I think, the US. I'm not sure the UK. But one, obviously, you've got your welfare concerns, but you also have the welfare concerns for the snake.
Yeah.
Because
I've
I've
seen
seen
get injured, maybe.
They can get horribly injured. I've seen photos of snakes that have had they're eaten down to their spines. Like the wounds they get sometimes
Jesus.
is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So even if we had it legal here, I still would recommend it.
Yeah, okay.
And our common species, so our carpet pythons, our Stimson's pythons, our children's pythons, they're fairly tolerant.
Those are the ones you eat, right? Like they come in the little plastic bag, the children's pythons?
Oh, no.
Oh, no? They're not gummy pythons?
They're not gummy pythons.
Oh, all right.
That's actually
What are
the common
children's
name.
pythons? I've never heard of
They're
those.
related to... It's gonna be like, they're related to the Stimson's python. You're like, I don't know what that is
that
either.
also doesn't help me. Yeah.
They're a fairly small species of python, usually less than a meter in length.
They're so small. Oh, about a meter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
they're thin, you see, like a noodle.
Okay.
They're generally easy to keep because they've got very nice temperaments. They're very sweet snakes.
Okay.
They're good feeders.
What are mean snakes?
Some of them can be a bit twitchy. So the classic example is the female carpet python here, which are...
Which are horribly venomous, right?
No.
Carpet
All
pythons?
pythons are non-venomous.
I thought Oh, I don't know. It's something else. maybe.
All pythons are actually not
Okay.
venomous. Yep.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
whether it's a
They
python
squeeze.
here, they squeeze.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
squeezers.
Yeah, you're a squeezer. But you're too little to cause harm.
But yeah, female carpet pythons have a reputation for being a bit grumpy.
Grumpy in what way?
Oh,
Do they bite?
Yeah, they can bite. But
Okay.
nothing much really happens to you if they bite you. You're just like...
Except you got bit by a snake.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah.
Like, their teeth are they're sharp, but they're really little, so you get, like, superficial wounds, but honestly, it's fine. They do
okay.
bleed a lot, though.
Yeah.
But, like, it'll be fine.
things are happening.
You're so fine. But, the children's Stimson's pythons,
Okay.
they're just very docile, easy to handle, good feeders, very
Okay.
tolerant for a wide range of temperatures. So they are actually probably one of the better starter species
Yeah, okay.
out there. They do need UV, but they're less stringent about it.
Yeah, okay.
Like some, especially our lizards, their requirements for UV are a bit much, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Like we often will see, not eating, kind of not quite right symptoms because their UV isn't optimal.
Okay, right.
So whereas, snakes tend to be a little bit more tolerant. They're so tolerant that some of our jungle or rainforest species, there are some recommendations. They go, they don't need UV because they're under the canopy anyway.
Do they need friends? Like, is it a kind of thing where you need to have multiple snakes?
No, it's the opposite.
Oh, they like want to be on their own.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Interestingly, there are some snakes that also eat other snakes. So, that could go pretty wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So not friends.
Not friends. So, yeah, snakes, I do think they're a fairly good choice for a starter reptile.
Yeah.
And the worst choice, which unfortunately a lot of people make, is turtles.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
really
turtles,
tough, right?
They're so hard to keep.
Your now departed father had some turtles.
Oh my god, those
living
poor bastards.
essentially
Filth, horrible.
Yeah.
They were,
a bowl full of goo.
Yeah, but terrible. I couldn't get them out of there. And then after I got them out in the tub of fresh water I put them in, they kept exuding like filth. I had to change it so many times. I'm like, oh my god, there's filth coming off you guys.
So turtles
they
are
were so
tough.
hungry. Turtles are really hard.
Graduate to turtles.
I think so because the water quality alone.
They're dirty animals, right?
Yeah, and they're notorious for fouling tanks.
Okay.
Like whenever someone's going, oh, I am going to get a turtle, I go get the most powerful filter you can possibly get.
Yeah, okay.
Like you need those freestanding canister filters for them.
Yeah.
Because they're just so good at fouling tanks.
Have you ever made turtle soup?
I have not made turtle soup.
Okay.
I've
you eaten
had
turtle
soup in Singapore.
Is it good?
It's very good.
Okay. So if you get a turtle, probably eat it.
No!
Don't keep it because it's too hard.
It is so hard. And the diet, it's usually a mixed diet of vegetable and animal matter.
What animal matter?
So usually, fish, organ meat, that kind of stuff. So I tell people you want a variety of at least 5 different ones. So rotate fish, squid, prawns.
Oh, wow.
That organs of beef heart. And, don't forget.
Beef heart?
Yeah.
It's a turtle.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, I guess, earthworms, but beef heart's easier to get than earthworms.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like it's a very confusing food web when turtles are eating cows.
Large turtle.
That feels like a post-apocalyptic giant turtle situation.
Cute. Okay, so the diet in itself is annoying, and for because you want to freeze some of it as well. All right. So frozen fish products, they can have something called thiaminases, which then reduce the B vitamin load of it. So you've definitely got to supplement it.
With fresh
stuff. Or with just a supplement that you shove into the thing.
Right, okay.
A supplement powder. And not only do they need the water part.
What about do frogs count as this category?
You can feed them frogs.
Okay.
We don't have...
I was talking about keeping frogs, but okay.
Oh, keeping frogs. Frogs are...
Man, how many things do turtles eat?
Everything. Yeah.
This is crazy. I didn't realize this. Okay.
You can...
Do turtles eat people?
I guess if the turtle's big enough, the person's little enough, yeah, I guess.
So you could be in mud turtle?
Potentially,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
It's okay.
Good to know.
Frogs are okay. We'll talk about them in another episode.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
very cute, though. So yeah, the diet's difficult, and they need UV light, they need a basking light, they need a water heater as well, so you need a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
And don't forget you need your water part of the tank, but you also need the land part of the tank. So even just setting up the enclosure, you're like, well, I've got to create a shore.
Yeah, right.
So just so complex.
Okay.
And
so wait, if turtles are super hard and then snakes are super easy, is there like a mid-tier in this?
Kind of. So I mentioned bearded dragons before, and they often are said, oh, this is a good beginner reptile. I don't think they are.
Okay.
But that being said, I've seen a lot of owners where they have fallen into the, oh, this is a good beginner reptile, and done okay.
Yeah, okay.
They have, I mentioned before, very high UV requirements. So not only do I say, all right, you've got to make sure you've got the right UV globe, you've got to make sure you're changing it regularly, even invest in a UV-ometer, so to measure how much UV is coming out of it.
Yeah,
You've got to make sure the UV globe is less than 30 centimeters from the animal.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually a lot of work.
It's really, and then even though you might hit all of those things, I say, oh yeah, and I still recommend a few hours of natural daylight. Every week.
Okay.
Like put him in a tub and like sit outside with him and read a book or something.
Wow, that's a huge... Every day?
Per week. So if you
week.
get to do that, a few hours in total every week, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, okay.
And the diet. So they have a mixed diet of insects and vegetable matter.
Okay, cool.
And it's about 60%.
In this apartment, we've got insects covered because there's bugs everywhere. I'm just looking at a bug fly past my eyeball.
I keep saying we should get geckos, and I keep getting pushback from that. Anyway.
We could just keep the place cleaner, I reckon. But yeah, go on. I think we're going to wrap this up as well, yeah. Have you got 40 more minutes of reptile stuff?
Yes. Also their diet. So they have a mixed diet, insects, which you can buy live, that's fine.
Yep.
And vegetable matter, and it changes as they get older. So when they're young, 60 to 70% insects, and then 30 to 40% vegetable matter. And as they get older, it switches. 70% vegetable matter, 30% insects.
Yep.
And they often get really fussy. They're like, no, I don't want to eat the veggies.
Yeah, okay.
So they're quite a hard one to keep. And the insects, you got to feed the feeder insects as well.
Man, this is a hassle.
Right? So like people say, oh yeah, I dust them. I'm like, yeah, but if you look at the insect running around, dust falls off because they're smooth.
Okay.
So I say, no, you got to gut load them, which is feeding the insect the powder so that's in their gut when the dragon eats the insect.
So you got to feed the insect first.
Yeah, and before you feed it to the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all too much work.
It's very complicated.
Okay.
So the take-home message is snakes are the easiest, and they're fantastic.
Get snakes, put them in a bag, put a post-it note on them that says, danger snake inside, so your comedian partner doesn't open the bag.
I have had to transport patients between clinics before.
Spit, which you think is fine, but it's actually a big deal.
I've had to put warnings up.
The Tiny Vet podcast is independently produced.
To support us, go to patreon.com/tinyvetpod. Please like and subscribe. Hug your